Welcome back, children of the forest. Alright, where were we? Goron Village, need to talk to Darunia. Da, 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 da. So we're still playing through the Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time and trying to figure out what it is we would change, kind of point out some of the inconsistencies, talk about some of our hopes for how they might expand and enrichen the experience. Starting off at this point, I would change nothing. This shit's awesome. Nope. Da 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 da. Oh, oh, oh. Come on. Come on, come on, come on. Beat! Woo! Bro is feeling it. I wish I could feel it like that. What a nice tune. Just like that, my depression is all gone. Something just came over me. I suddenly wanted to dance like crazy. I am Darunia. I'm the big boss of the Gorons. Was there something you wanted to ask me about? What? You want the Spiritual Stone of Fire, too? The Spiritual Stone of Fire, also known as the Goron's Ruby, is our race's hidden treasure. But hold on, I'm not going to give it to you that easily. If you want it so badly, why don't you go destroy the monsters inside of the Dodongo's cavern and prove you're a real man? That way, everybody will be happy again. If you do it, I will give you anything you want. Anything. Even the Spiritual Stone. I have something for you. I'm not really giving you this in return for anything, but take it anyway. If you wear this, even a little fella like you can pick up the bomb flowers. Called them the bomb flowers like it was fucking Mario. You got the Goron's bracelet. Swiggity swooty. Alright. With this, we can now go open the cave for Dodongo's cavern. You know, as much as like this game needs a camera, like camera control, actually they did a pretty good job with camera controls being tied to the control stick. Oh, the music's so good too. Da, 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 da. Skoo-doo-doo. Fuck yeah. They put this here so that you could like drop down and go straight to the cavern without having to go all the way down the hill. However, like, for those who didn't know, there's a piece of heart that chills up here that you can definitely use that to exploit and get that heart piece early. Alright, moving on. Dodongo Cavern. I'm excited to see what this looks like with the new graphics. Like, these good old wall textures. Isn't that stunning? This is actually one of the dungeons I think has the, like, best layout in the whole game. I think that the pacing of it is excellent. I think the fights are cool, even though some people do complain about, like, the lizard men. Something... Listen. Something I hope that they consider, though, is making the world feel a little bit more sensical. Like, I like the fantasy and the whimsy of Ocarina of Time, but something like these platforms that seem to, with no um, real reason, rise and lower on a whim. I feel like you could do away with something like having the lava actually be lava, and then maybe they erupt, kind of like they did in Wind Waker, with the platforms rising on the eruptions would be cool. I suck. I suck. All right. This is like the Goron central mining area, so maybe we can do something like having, like they had in Breath of the Wild, the carts on rails that kind of travel up and down the mine, maybe like evidence that mining operation takes place here. The giant skull does need to stay. That is a great aesthetic choice, but perhaps have it less obviously like just kind of sticking out of a wall and feel more like a it's actually blocking a path and you have to break the jaw in order to get it open or something. A lot of the puzzles in Ocarina of Time feel very mechanical, even when for instance, it's supposed to feel organic, like that giant Dodongo head. Let's see. Oh, it's just that thing. I can't do that yet. Oh, I fucked it. Get over here. Did I not take damage from that? I thought I did. Victory for your boy. Money will come in handy later. You never know. One more. Ooh, you know what I'm excited for? Stairs. Ocarina of Time with actual stairs would go pretty hard. Instead of just painted ramps. Alright, coolest fight. Let's go. Can I hit you? No, I cannot. Come on, get over here. I suck. I suck. Oh, the music is just so good. The music is so good. Combat in Ocarina of Time. You know, those lizards, there's a version of them in Skyward Sword, and they kind of slither around a bit more. I would like that fight to feel a bit more engaging. As a kid, it was awesome. But like, yeah, as you saw, pretty simple and it's easy to master this day and age. And Skyward Sword, they will dodge your first swing and block in another direction, and then after that you have to swing in the correct direction because you have the motion controls, and that would... Oh, hello. Wait, can I get it in time? Get fucked. That would open them up to get hit, because they won't block the second hit. They'll just they won't dodge the second hit. They'll just block it. No thanks. So, I feel like this Zelda should have some... I'm not saying it should have motion controls, like, God no, please. But, something along those lines where maybe there's a little bit more agency in the fights, and that can be done through leading targets with your first attack. Because you do have some control, like, there's the stab, there's the vertical slash, there's the horizontal slash you can do, and these are all manual inputs, right? So, I feel like they should exploit that a bit more because the controls do exist in this game. Ooh. Blow your fire. Alright, let's go grab some fire. Where's the first source? All the way back there? Yeah. Excellent. Now I go on the other side of the map, jumping over the awkward platforms, but we love it. Oh. I forgot what he sold. Thank you for reminding me, though, that I should switch this. What's in the chest? Cannot guess. What can it be? I cannot see what's in the chest. I cannot guess. It is a... I got the map. Let's go. Oh, I remember thinking this scene, this, I guess you can call it a puzzle, but, it was just so epic. I hope something like this stays, if not just exactly this, but on a grander scale. I hope the bombs look like they're shooting off fireworks. Come on, wake up. You son of a bitch. Man, I suck. Alright, let's do this again. Bruh. Solid. Solid. You got the comp ass. Alright, let's go. In the previous dungeon, Deku, Great Deku Tree, I pointed out that doors are not so necessary, and we should probably do away with them. I feel like in a place like this that is like a mining operation lived in by the Gorons, there should be more evidence of the Gorons being here, and doors are fine. We like doors. But the door should serve a purpose. Like, there probably doesn't need to be as many doors in this. How do I get up there? Can I climb this? Yes. I can't even get it. I'm just killing it for fun. I wish the boomerang went that far. I didn't have the boomerang yet, holy. Am I dumb? Fuck you. Thank you. One moment, y'all. Swag. Alright. And back to it. Don't even need to kill you. I just want to. I'll thank you. This area is awkward. This tries to teach you like depth perception and object permanence. However, in a game that doesn't let you control your own camera, perhaps we didn't need this specific lesson. Ouch. It also feels a little disjointed. Like, what's the point of this room? Again, in terms of like making the world feel a little bit more copacetic. I feel like this room can definitely change. If not, just be removed entirely. Now, is this a timing thing, or is it a me fucking thing? I guess I can just time it better. Game trying to remind you you have a slingshot. Like, I picture the cavern having more areas like this that feel like it has been mined out. Not that I want the whole dungeon to be nothing but tunnels. Also, do we need to do these guys twice? was cool the first time. Might even be cool the second time, but come on. They're very gimmicky in that they must take turns fighting you. I feel like the first time that's okay, and then the second time they should be introduced as singular enemies that operate by themselves and can just show up inside, you know, the world. And they do later in the game. I think maybe in the Spirit Temple they show up. Well, one of them shows up just by themselves. Ultimately, I'm hoping a lot of the puzzles change. Something I've heard a lot of people say is that they wish that the highlights of the dungeon remain the same, but the rest of it can basically fade, so that it keeps its identity as an OG Ocarina of Time dungeon, but, you know, is updated for modern controls and gimmicks and hardware. Do I need to go down there? I think, what is it, a piece of heart down there? Damn, they give you a lot of bombs to start. Who is it that starts you off and it gives you like 10? Bitch. She don't want to buy anything, so. I am poor. Wait, do I have to go all the way? That'd be crazy, no? Oh! Guys, I might have fucked it. Jesus Christ. You know what I thought was really cool? This area over here. I thought it's so cool that when you look down, it's just the area you were at before. I feel like you could do the same thing, but get rid of like that weird, awkward of fog. Weird, awkward of fog, but awkward layer of fog. Here's another example of mechanical puzzles. Like, if the monsters didn't put it there, who did? And like, how are the Gorons solving a puzzle like this to get to the dungeon? I hope puzzles like that, for the most part, get removed, except for when they make sense. Someplace like the Spirit Temple, which was man-manufactured. Most of the adult temples, I think, can have more mechanical-like puzzles, but if they are going to be mechanical, they should make sense for the world that they are fitting into. Like, to me, instead of it being like this weirdly mechanized Dodongo head that you need to drop into the eyes to activate a switch that loosens the jaw, it would make more sense if, like, placing them inside the skeleton's eyes broke the jaw so that it fell open, revealing, like, a secret cave instead of another door. Because we know like, the Gorons didn't make this, right? So, like, where did this come from? The Gorons, in order to seal the cave, like, just put a boulder in front of it. Or, I guess Ganon put a boulder in front of it. But, who? I don't know. That story arc kind of does make sense to me, too. I was saying in the last time I streamed was they should have explained it as Darunia sealed the cave with a boulder. And they might have, I just didn't read through that because I can't read. But I think they explained that, like, Ganondorf sealed it for Darunia rejecting his demand of giving him the Goron's ruby spiritual stone of fire. Ow, ow. Get off me. Gymnastics. Who's next? I think the puzzle is supposed to be you use block 1 to push down block 2, and then use block 2, push it all the way over here to push this block. But, like, why not just climb? I wonder if that was intended. My way's better, and then use that as, like, a shortcut. I've seen people do it the other way. Oh, it's time. It's time. Swag. We're making light work of this temple, or this dungeon. There's so much block pushing puzzle in this game. Let's make less block pushing puzzles. Don't hurt me. Wrong one. Jesus Christ. So, for those of you who don't know, I'm... You piece of shit. For those of you who don't know, I am using a Nintendo Switch Pro controller, and I'm playing through the port on the Nintendo Switch, and all of the C buttons are controlled by the C stick, and that means I'm prone to errors. Oh, come on. As if to further prove my point. Alright, let's go. That's enough for this one. You know, despite how easy this boss is, he's one of my favorites to fight. But they could make him a bit more fleshed out. Like, open up the map, get rid of this lava pit. Yeah, I guess I'll go. Open up the map, give her in the lava pit, make it so that he has omnidirectional rolling, and will charge up and shoot towards you, bouncing into walls and kind of like bouncing all over the place. And a bit more, I was gonna say more active with the fire breath, but the mechanic of throwing in the bomb in his mouth is cool. That maybe punish you for being too close to him. Maybe he swipes at you with his paws if you get too close while he's not in charging up fire breath mode. He just needs a bit more than fire breath and roll, I think. It did not like that for a second. Boom, boom. Boom, boom. It's me, Darunia. Well done. Thanks to you, we can once again eat the delicious rocks from the Donga's cavern until our stomachs burst. What a wild adventure. It will make an incredible story. Can't believe the Dodongos suddenly appeared in such great numbers. And that big rock blocking the cave. Yeah, here we go. All this trouble must have been caused by that Gerudo thief, Ganondorf. He said, "Give me the spiritual stone, only then will I open the cave for you." Jesus Christ, that's hurting my voice. You, on the other hand, risked your life for us. Kid, I like you. How's about you and I become sworn brothers? No, there's no big ceremony involved, just take this as a token of our friendship. So yeah, Ganon placed the rock there, supposedly, Darunia thinks, after being rejected for getting the stone. In the beginning of the game, the Deku Tree says that evil is rising, and it's probably due to something happening in Hyrule. He sends you there. I think the Dodongos infesting the place, and the rock being placed at the entrance to the cave should be two separate things. I think Darunia, as a response to the monster infestation growing in the caves to keep his people safe, places the boulder to keep them out, his people, and the Dodongos in. You should go see the Great Fairy on top of Death Mountain. Hey everybody, let's see our brother off. Boom boom. Boom boom. Boom boom. Boom 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 boom. Ow, 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 ow. Ow, ow. This fucking game, bro. I think I will go see the Great Fairy. I fucking love the Goron so much, bro. Wonder if I can make this. I cannot. I suck too much. It is a surefire hit, by the way. Jesus Christ. I wonder if they can, like, get the Breath of the Wild / Tears of the Kingdom climbing in this game without fully putting it in this game, because I think it does ruin the pacing. But I think like Skyward Sword did it the best in that ledges you could run up to and kind of like hop up, and then if he could reach it, he'd climb. Something along those lines. I can't talk to you yet. I was like, what do I do with you? Oh, I'm stupid. Wait, what's the time limit? It's so hot? Nope. I mean, I could, probably, right? Get the heart piece there, but like, I can just grab it later. Little tech types. Oh. Another character I'm excited to see. It is so hard with the control stick. Because you just want to roll it, because it's a little half circle. But, here we are. I hope that screech does not change. Welcome, Jimberly. I am the Great Fairy of Power. I'm going to grant you a sword technique. Receive it now. What a twofold homie. She gives you magic power and a new special move. You mastered the secret sword technique, the spin attack. Press B to charge your weapon, press B to release. Hold B to charge your weapon, press B to release it. If you want to release energy without charging your weapon, just rotate once and press B for a very effective quick spin. Next time you're in their neighborhood, you should drop in on a friend of mine who lives by Hyrule Castle. She'll surely grant you another new power. When battle has made you weary, please come back to see me. We love magic power. Excited for the magic meter to return. Man. This would look sick in the new game, I bet. I wonder if they'll still make it a cutscene or if they'll just like have it be in-game, like, live-action cinematic, you know? Man, that's only my third piece. Crazy. Thought I had 4 for sure. How many sculptures do I have? Only 8. Oh, wow. My short little... Oh god, it's over. fucking over. Man, I am so weak. I feel like they started spawning before I even killed them. I probably should have saved that for later. Me for gore. Alright. No, thank you. Bro, you don't have to do this. You don't. I got it. I promise I got it. Oh, looks like you've gotten a bit bigger and stronger already, Kimberly. Just ahead lies Zora's domain. Thus, the Zoras serve Hyrule's royal family by protecting the water source. Their door will not open for anyone except those who have some connection with the royal family. Let them hear the melody of the royal family. At least I'm trying to trick you into repeating the dialogue again. Do I buy from you now? Where's the chicken? There's the chicken. I mean, I'm full on money, so I might as well, right? Might as well stock up. That's all I can afford. Navi, I get it. I hear you, girl, I swear. Normally I don't need to plant that one, but I skipped the, you know, Jungle Cavern one, so... I wanted one more rupee. Bruh. Bruh, I just need one rupee. Alright. Well, we're not buying that last one. Boom, 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 bum, 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 ba, da, da, da. What much is what I make here? Not a lot, really. Maybe just make the path a little bit longer since the world feels a bit bigger. But honestly, I really like the kind of janky traversal this place has. It's kind of weird that it's a platformer and there's no direct path to get to Zora's domain, so maybe enhance the kind of off the beaten path vibe this path gives off. Wait, do I need that chicken again? I might need that chicken one more time. If I remember correctly, there's one more piece of heart to grab. You know, when you hold a chicken, maybe make it caw less. Like, it should only caw when I'm using it to fly, because it's training itself. Other than that, it should calm the hell down. Alright, so this area, I think, is due for some structural changes. I think it's kind of probably the most empty feeling of the, you know, the three villages you go to. Like, Kokiri Forest has homes, it looks like, where they live. The Goron have like little off-beaten paths where it looks like they could probably reside and kind of hang around. They're also rock people, so they kind of just lay wherever. What's up, bro? He's so worried about her. In terms of like what it is you're supposed to do here, I think this is cool. Yeah, I want to play. So there's not much I would change about like how you get the silver scale and this mini game, which is cool. Okay, my bad. I tried to roll. However, when we get the silver scale is when I think some things need to start changing. And maybe the silver scale as an item, now that I'm thinking about it, is not 100% necessary. Because maybe Link should just have the ability to dive brief distances underwater without the need of a special item. Or if it's going to be a special item that has to do with swimming, like the Zora scale, it does a little bit more than just letting you go like 6 feet and then back up, which like we would expect Link to be able to do. Not that he could in Breath of the Wild Tears of the Kingdom, but you know, just food for thought. All right, let's go talk to him. Maybe to prevent me from, like, maybe he should just meet me down there, or he should have a little attendant be down there who could just immediately give me the prize. But it's an excuse to dive again, so. Sweet. Nice. So holy shit, make that less shallow. mean, I guess it does make you dive just deeper, but, you know. Hell yeah. Alright. Hyrule map. Let's take a look at it. I just swam from here all the way across Hyrule Field to here. America explain? Japan explain. Eiji Aonuma, do you have an explanation for why that shortcut dive took me from here all the way to here? No? Okay. Guess I'll grab this bottle. The map doesn't make sense for a mission like this. I know it's to, like, you know, show you can dive and, like, get the bottle which traveled downriver to far away as a cry for from Princess Ruto, but maybe it doesn't need to be here. Or better yet, hear me out. Lake Hylia is more directly joined with Zora's domain. I was thinking about it. Lord Jabu Jabu as, like, an entity within The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time is awesome. It's a giant fish that is, like, revered as a, I wouldn't say a god, but something akin to, like, high royalty, right? Lord Jabu Jabu, they call him. And is big enough to have a whole dungeon in him. But in terms of, like, the game itself, like, when you see his character model, pretty small. Why don't we blow that up? Blow it up. And make him huge, like, truly a Leviathan. And then place him inside a much larger Lake Hylia. Maybe the bottle we get that has... This is awesome, by the way. This has to stay. There can still be other paths to Lake Hylia, by the way, but this is like the first path we find as a kid that leads to Lake Hylia. Damn, he fucking distracted me with his awesomeness. The bottle can still travel downriver, and maybe it's found at the base of the path up to Zora Mountain, and you come with the bottle in hand already before you even see the king. Right? Rather than having to go, like, awkwardly shoot off into Lake Hylia and then come back with a bottle. Thoughts? Alright, we've got the fish. Oh, as I was saying before I fucking distracted myself like I love doing, it would... If this felt more like Majora's Mask's Zora's Domain, that'd be awesome. Where it felt lived in and there was, like, activities and life going on around. Where the fuck is this torch? Is it all the way up here? I do feel like this area needs to feel like it has more going on in it. Because as great as the music is, like, I want to spend time here. I'm trying to get down with the fish people. Don't let my stick burn! Also, maybe just make the stick... You know what I'm thinking about it? Make the stick item a torch. It's only used for that. For, like, transporting fire. If you're gonna keep these kinds of puzzles around. Because like, why am I fighting sticks and pots? At least let me like run into a tree or like chop down a tree to get the stick. Someone told me if you play Zelda's Lullaby, the signs come back. Is that true fact? Oh. As many times as I played this game, never knew that. That's crazy. Like, he's big, but is he a whole dungeon inside of him big? Let me take a look at this. Right? From here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It takes me 10 seconds to swim or walk my way from head to fin. So like, maybe we make his pond a little bigger. He looks like he'd be miserable in here. I suck. She's so funny, bro. I love these fairies. I don't think a great fairy has been as good as when they were in this game. I will give you a magic spell. Please take it. I like, maybe kind of like they did in Majora's Mask and they did in Breath of the Wild. They can make the fairies look different from each other, but still have similar vibes. You know what I mean? Like just different color hair, but I honestly don't need it. They could all look the same, and I've been like, this crazy bitch is just jumping from fountain to fountain, handing me stuff and pretending like we've met each other for the first time. Only in dungeons that have a dungeon map hidden inside, okay? When battle has made you weary. It would be cool if you could use furrows when anywhere. Kind of like the warp panels that are in Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom that you can manually place, and that just gives you like a one-time, not a one-time, but like a warp point of your choosing, but only one. I think that would be cool. I also really like that you can see the entrance to the ice cavern from here. I wonder how it would look. What the hell am I doing? You know, without all the ice. Like, maybe we can venture in there as a kid, like right now, before it's covered in ice, and it's its own little dungeon, and then when Zora's domain freezes over, it, like, the landscape changes a little bit, or certain parts open up that hadn't been opened before. That might be cool. Let's go. don't need that shield anymore. Don't hit me, don't hit me. So maybe instead of like a switch that like gets this random web to come off of this random fucking whatever that is, gland. I don't know biology. That's just not my strong suit. This is not killing you. It can be like little grotesque blobs of infection for the monsters that are inside of his body. That once destroyed are like permanently gone, opening up so that you don't have to like interact with doors. Just thinking about doors. Doors need to go. You, who are you? I'm Rudo, Princess of the Zoras. What? Are you saying my father asked you to come here to save me? I'd never ask anyone to do such a thing. Letter in a bottle? I have no idea what you're talking about. My father is worried about me? I don't care. Anyway, I can't go home right now, and you, get out of here, understand? Oh no! So, you know what I just thought about? What I literally just thought about? She, like, swears she has no idea about that letter. And as a kid, I was like, yeah, well, you definitely wrote it, dumbass. But thinking about it now, maybe her dad wrote the letter and sent it downstream looking for help. Like, he was so worried about her as we... Did I call on the wrong one? I'm so mad now. Which makes even more sense that it's downhill, because we're seeing the river flow literally from underneath his ass. But then I guess it, like, drops down and then goes, yeah, it was definitely him, now that I think about it. Jesus. Alright, she fell on that one? Man, I suck. How do I not remember this? Also, I could just look and see. If I had any amount of patience to me. Alright, okay. Clearly she's in that one. Jesus. What's up, bitch? I knew you were the entire time. Are you still hanging around here? I told you to go away. I'm okay. I've been going inside Lord Jabba Jabba's belly since I was little, but Lord Jabba Jabba was very strange today. There are electrified jellyfish and, like, strange holes around. On top of that, my precious stone was... That's none of your business. Anyway, you, go home now, understand? You're that worried about me? Then I will give you the honor of carrying me. However, I won't leave until I find the thing I'm looking for. You'd better believe me. Dialogue change suggestion there. Love her. Want her to stay the exact same. But maybe... maybe she just says something like, if you want to drag me out of here, you're gonna have to do it by force, and sits down. And then you pick her up by force. Okay. Oh wait, that's right. You're supposed to do it this way. Alright, and then we can blow everything up with bubbles. Our best friend in this cavern will be this. I'm stupid. We probably don't need bombs a lot, to be honest. Bruh. Ooh, nuts. I love nuts. Dude, the slingshot is... We love the slingshots in this household. Do we dare have two fairies, making us nigh unkillable in this game? Jesus. Again. Awkward, infectious blob. Destroyed. Moves gunk out of the way, or like little webbing closing artery. Done. No more door. Okay, well, fuck you. Bro's gonna sell me Deku Nuts over there underneath that lip, but I don't need to go. Who also is trying to fucking dunk their body inside or whatever liquid that's supposed to be. This weird floating thing that comes up and down this elevator, we need to figure out something else, because like I was saying in the Dongo Cavern, it just doesn't make sense in terms of like what is possible inside this fish's belly. And I want the dungeons to feel a little bit more sensical. I want the magic and the whimsy and the fantasy, but you know, maybe we tone down the mechanical puzzles, the mechanical ways of moving around. Yeah, I'm just fucking sick with it. What can I say? I think I need to go this way first, no? Does this stay open? It does not. I couldn't tell if it was this one or the other one. Stay there, bitch. How am I supposed to kill this? I don't think I can. I need the boomerang first. How rude. How inconsiderate. How could you leave me behind? If you're a man, act like one. Take responsibility. I like that this actually moves you. That's pretty cool. I hope it like that stays. Alright. The yellow switch stays. This switch, it doesn't look like you can press it down with your weight alone, Jimberly. Well, that's because I'm not. Well, I'm not Navi. Why would you? Navi? Love Navi. Keep Navi. However, make it so that when she talks, it is without interrupting my gameplay. She should just chime in and there should be like a little text blob at the bottom of my screen and her making some noise indicating that she's telling me something. Because I like the fact that she backseat games a little bit. It's part of her character, it's part of her identity, but I don't like my gameplay being interrupted. I have ADHD. However, for some reason I don't mind treasure chests just appearing. That was part of core identity Zelda for me, that treasure chest just appears out of thin air. Though it would be interesting to see how they would tackle the concept of, like I was saying, removing the machination of how things present themselves, like doors and puzzles, from the game, and like see what they did, what they would attempt to do to provide the same wonder of gaining the treasure chest by completing a room, without making it look less, making it look less, I guess plot hole-ish is the word, you know? Like it came out of nowhere, for no reason. Like, why is this fish's gut just spawning treasure chests? And what is this thing I'm killing? It feels like I'm killing part of him. But it's probably some kind of infectious thing, maybe. Or I'm killing Low Jabba Jabba, which is why he's not present when you're an adult. One of the two. It would be really cool and sad, because you do not see Lord Jabba Jabba as an adult. Like, he's just gone. I would like to see where he is, and honestly, as sad as it would be, maybe if he were dead. Like, inside Lake Hylia, with the lake drained from, you know, the water temple's Morphus or whatever. The corpse of Lord Jabba Jabba beached. Oh, that's right, the shit. Ugh, Deku Nuts are the best. Ooh, nuts. You found the cop ass. Sweet. No. Yes. Fuck you. Did her falling out of my hands onto it kill it? That's awesome. One more of these, right? Yeah, chill there, bitch. Thank God they gave me the compass, because actually I would have gotten lost here. Right now, as an adult who's played this like 20 times. Okay, please don't. Please don't. Homie. You're pissing me off. Go on, interject, Navi. You know you want to. Is she not? Maybe she isn't here. If I remember correctly, it's this one? Sounds right. Sweet. Oh. One of my core memories is right here. Princess Ruto got the spiritual stone. Why Princess Ruto? Oh my god. I finally found my mother's stone. I got very upset when Lord Jabba Jabba swallowed it. When I was feeding him, he suddenly swallowed me. I was so surprised. I dropped it inside. But now that I found it, I don't need to be in here anymore. So, take me home right now. And then you go to take her home. You walk up and a fucking weird ass spiked elevator rises up to the sky. No reason, by the way. We might need to do something about that in terms of, you know, the mechanics again of a dungeon. But this fight should not change in the slightest, other than maybe we get rid of the rotating platform that is definitely tearing up Lord Jabba Jabba's insides. Like, I think maybe we gotta do something about that. Ow, ow, ow. Tearing up my insides, holy fuck. I forgot I can't do that. Otherwise he gets upset and turns around. This fight is so strange. Ow. A part of me feels like the spinning platform is so that you don't try to do it this way. Like, how long are you supposed to do it? By the way, guys, I don't know if you knew this, but doing a lunging strike does double damage, which means instead of having to hit it 3 times, you just have to hit it twice. Fun fact for everybody wondering at home. Oh, I'm full health and I have 2 fairies already. Killing in the name of. Alright, please don't. Please don't. Please! Oh god, it's over. Bro, this fucking control stick for the items is going to be the death of me. How do I just kill you, though? This bitch. I think deflecting should be more, should have more agency. I like Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom's method of deflecting, stuff like that. Instead of just holding the shield and it just like naturally, floatily bounces off your shield, you hit the parry button and knock it back. That would make it feel a bit more engaging. Like, is this bro a fucking Sky Mall? Like, what is that? Why are we... What was that noise? It's like he has hydraulics in him. Yeah, let's get rid of switches in big 2026. That is not a puzzle. That is an annoyance. That is a grievance. Bro has got spiders. This is the third of these I found in here. Just living inside of him. You destroyed a gold Skulltula. You got a token proving you destroyed it. Meaning I killed it and then I ripped its fucking skull off of its body to show to the circus freaks in Kakariko Village that I am in fact hunting them. Do we... Yeah. Acrobatics. Alright, alright. Love Lord Jabu Jabu. Love the interactions with Princess Ruto. Honestly, this dungeon could be twice as long, and I'd be fucking happy. Like, let me carry her and throw her around a whole lot more. Make it like a God of War situation where I'm like, boy, throw down the chain so I can climb. And she's like, alright, I'll do it. But not for you, because I want my mother's spiritual stone. Anyways, besides the point. One of the coolest bosses in the entire game right here. If you change nothing about this boss, I would be happy. Just make it look cooler. Like it's got these little tendrils that are stuck up inside the membrane of Lord Jabu Jabu. Clearly parasitic, kind of like what we were going for with the Great Decatrees boss. You have to chop it off, all these parasitic little tendrils that are sapping the life out of our Lord Jabu Jabu. And you know, once you cut the tendrils, they don't reconnect. Instead, it goes into like full fucking panic mode and starts throwing its jellyfish at you. Ow. Sorry, I was too busy admiring the jellyfish. And then you can attack it directly, and then get rid of some of these jellyfish. And it is not the same simple, like, hit it 3 times pattern as some of the other bosses. Your boomerang can fail here, so it's really a matter of luck, almost. There you go. You can destroy its defenses so that next time it comes up, it has less of a chance to block you. Giving you a sense of priority and agency in the battle. And then once those are gone, it goes into fucking full apeshit mode and is like, you know what? I'm a fucking dancer now. I'm gonna spin at your ass like a big blade, and my boomerang is not gonna hit it ever. But it's still shooting lightning at you. Ouch. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. This boss is deadly. Yeah, I bitched out and grabbed the heart. Whatever. It's one of the most engaging fights in all of Ocarina of Time, if you ask me. I'm thinking about mechanics of the boomerang, and it would be cool if in fights where there are multiple targets, kind of like in Wind Waker, I think is when they first introduced it, you could select multiple targets with the boomerang, and then it would bounce from one to the other. I really like that mechanic for boomerang in Ocarina of Time, and I think they could include it here and make it so when they... I swear to God, the graphics of the Switch port arts, they break a lot. Like, why is this kind of just... Like, what is it behind here? Can someone explain? Like, what is it actually behind here? Ooh, I swear, it was not this bad on the N60. Like, where is it? I'm having a hard time understanding depth perception due to this. I kind of don't want to grab it because it's so interesting what is happening with this right now. Is that not weird? Alright, that's enough though. I got my footage. Switch 2 port. Damn. Maybe there's too much processing power. You're what? What took you so long? You're useless. I was just lonely, that's all. Just a little. I never used Aurora's Wind. Actually, I never used Aurora's Wind in Ocarina of Time. I don't know why. But like, I feel like the Fire Temple probably has a good use for it. So does like... So does Forest Temple. Definitely Water Temple, I'm sure. Yeah, you looked cool. Cooler than I thought you would, anyway. Just a little. Well, anyway, you saved me, so guess I'll reward you. What do you wish? Just tell me. You mean the spiritual stone of water, Zora's Sapphire, don't you? My mother gave it to me and said I should give it only to the man who will be my husband. You might call it the Zora's engagement ring. Alright. I'll give you my most precious possession, Zora's Sapphire. This fucking bitch. Why should she swim away and do this, by the way? Just to be out of frame, or what? She's actually, like, entirely gone, by the way. So pretty, though. Damn, I want to wear that as an earring, I'm not gonna lie. You obtained Zora's Sapphire. This is the spiritual stone of water passed down by the Zoras. Her most precious possession? You don't know what she's talking about, but you've finally collected all 3 spiritual stones. Go back to see Breath of Zelda. Don't tell my father. And then she's just gone. Shebang. But we got all 3 spiritual stones! Oh my god! What did I just look at? The water's like sliding up the wall. Bro, something is not right. I have no words to say to you, bitch. I took your virginity and I'm bouncing. One last dive for the road. Speaking of which, where are my dives in adult form? I just never have to dive again? I guess you can at Hyrule Valley, but like... You feel me? You feel me. Fucked up that you can jump through the river that way, but not this way. fucker. They did not need to give you this much rupee, by the way, but... Ooh. I just thought of it. It would be so cool if a path like that, it still exists in the new Zelda. Back to Hyrule Field. You can see the rupees shimmering in the water. Oh, I bet they would look so pretty. Actually rendered in there, instead of just popping up out of thin air as a reward for gliding. Jesus. Is this right? I'm almost there. Alright. Up. I need one thing before I go back to... Market Town. One, I need to play the chicken game. Chicken game fun. Mumble mumble, I'm awake already. What? Well, I'll be if I ain't the forest kid from the other day. By the way, thanks a lot for waking me up. It took some doing, but I finally got Mom back in a good mood. So what are you up to today? Got some free time on your hands, you say? Well, how about a little game? These three cuckoos I have here are special super cuckoos. I'm gonna throw these cuckoos into that there gaggle of normal cuckoos. If you can pick out these three special birds from among the normal cuckoos within the time limit, I'll give you some good. If you can't find them, then I win. It'll be 10 rupees. Wanna play? You have 30 seconds. Start looking. Alright, well, we know this one. We know the other one landed somewhere over here. Alright, and then the last one is what? Probably you? You bitch. Yeah. Object permanence, baby. How would you like to marry Mullen? Ah, just kidding, just kidding. I think you're a little young for that, aren't you? Oh, I'm proud to present you a sample of our very own La milk. You'll be energized the moment you drink it. After you drink it, you can bring back the bottle and buy a refill anytime. Perfect. And with that, we have 3 of the potential 4 bottles of The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. Thank you, thank you. And it's incredible how hard it is to get that 4th one. Oh, it's the fairy boy again. I hear that you found my dad. How'd you do? What voice should I get for her? She'd probably be like her dad's, but feminine. I heard that you found my dad. How'd you like the castle? Did you see the princess? Hee hee. Dad came home in a hurry after you found him. Hee hee. Oh yeah, I have to introduce you to my friend, fairy boy. She's this horse. Her name's Epona. Isn't she cute? It seems like Epona is afraid of you, fairy boy. Wait. Let me get really close to you real quick. I have to talk to her one more time. You have to talk to her 3 times before she lets you learn her song. My mother composed this song, isn't it nice? Let's sing together. Oh, cute ocarina. Are you gonna play this song with that ocarina? I love you, Epona. Now run away. Ugh. Hyrule Field, I need them to make Epona even cooler in this game. They've done my girl dirty for so long. Locking her behind an amiibo in Tears of the Kingdom and in Breath of the Wild. Not seeing her really since Twilight Princess 20 years ago. Yeah, it was about 20 years ago, wasn't it? Am I old? This is one of the appropriate uses of block puzzles in The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time, of which there are not many. So many block puzzles in this game, and I think they should really narrow down the amount of places that actually use them. But here it makes sense. I hope block puzzles are more of a novelty in the new Ocarina of Time than they are a necessity. Koji Kondo, man. How'd he do it? There's probably like gold sculptures here, but I don't care. This playthrough is not really about collecting all the things as much as it is about making it to the end and highlighting some of the things that I'm looking forward to in the new game, and some of the oversights in story development or game mechanics that can be remedied in the new one. Perhaps when I'm done with this, I'll compile a list of all of the highlights of things we talked about and put it in one short form video. No more than 30 minutes, just talking about all the things we discovered along the journey. It's gonna be so fun. And then we can go back and compare. We can go back and compare and see, like, all the things we got right, or all the things they did different than what we thought. I lost her. No, that's not your voice. You, over there, little kid. You must have seen the white horse scout past just now. Which way did it go? Answer me. So you think you can protect them from me? You've got guts, kid. I'll fuck you up, Ganon, I swear to God. You want a piece of me? Very funny. I like your attitude. Hey, can we get Johnny Yong Bosch to voice Ganondorf? Please and thank you. Pathetic little fool. Do you realize who you are dealing with? I am Ganondorf, and soon I will rule this world. Shoots another fucking laser at you, just for funsies. Bum, 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 bum. So, okay. Immediately, epic scene. We should not be hearing this music. We should be left to soak in the trauma we just encountered. And I guess collect the ocarina, although I truly believe we should already have this ocarina, and maybe she throws a message in a bottle. Maybe she throws you a scroll with the notes for the Song of Time so that you can learn it that way, rather than a... Kimberly, can you hear me? It's me, Zelda. This psychic connection that you feel as soon as you pick up the Ocarina of Time. Kimberly, when you hold this ocarina in your hand, I won't be around anymore. I'll do a different voice. I'm just gonna talk normal. I wanted to wait for you, but I couldn't delay any longer. At least I could leave you the ocarina in this melody. Like, did she enchant the ocarina with some kind of magic spell that lets you, like, witness this? Yeah, prove you can play it, she said. Fucking in my psychic connection. You've learned the Song of Time! Now, Jimberly, play this melody in front of the altar in the Temple of Time. You must protect the Triforce. But like as I was saying before, I got so rudely interrupted by Zelda's psychic connection with me. As soon as Ganondorf walks away, overworld theme should be cut off. No music, let it sit in the mood. And then you walk into the town, right? And the same cheerful music is playing that's always playing, but I need people to be in panic, right? They just watched Ganondorf chase Zelda out of town, right? Presumably, he's put some attack on Hyrule Castle, which has caused Lady Impa, her guardian, and Zelda to flee. Ooh, I think I fucked it up. I fucked it up. I actually don't know if he's still there. God damn it, I fucked it. Anyways. Usually there's... Oh, here he is. You're the boy from the forest. I finally met you. I have something to tell you. Ganondorf, the Gerudo King of Thieves, betrayed our king. Zelda's nanny. We can call her something else but a nanny. Impa sense danger and escaped from the castle with our princess. I tried to stop Ganondorf's men from chasing them, but the princess was waiting for a boy from the forest. That's you. She wanted to give something to the boy. If you received it from the princess, hurry to the Temple of Time. And then he passes away. Right? So, in the narrative, Ganondorf has just attacked the castle. The guards are aware of it. They've tried to fight off, but some of them have died in the battle. Zelda's been chased out of town. The town itself should reflect that. So cut off the cheerful music, maybe a new somber tone or no music at all. People in panic, worried about what they just saw. Like, what does she say? My precious puppy can run faster than anyone around here. They're all so self-obsessed. But there should be like a semi-permanent tone change. I get that, like, you wouldn't want, when you come back as a kid, for everything to be somber and sad here. Like, the town should eventually return to normal, but maybe not until after you traveled to time, done the first temple or two, and then returned, right? And then the world can reset to a seemingly back to normal, but people are still whispering about what's gonna happen to the kingdom now that Zelda's gone and Ganon's taking over, right? Even though we can't actually do anything about it. The world should reflect the circumstances in which it is in. Maybe the guard is more forward with his presence, the one that we just saw die, and he can be the one who actually teaches you the Song of Time instead of Zelda. She can still have her little moment at the gate where she's saying goodbye, and she's sad that she didn't get to wait for you because she was getting chased out. And she left the music sheet with a guard who spent his last breath handing it off to you. Something on that level of epic proportions would be awesome. All right, and now we got this. Nope. I want Zora Sapphire's earrings, the Forest Emerald as a necklace, and the Goron Ruby as a ring. Yeah, that's how I want it. Ooh. And now a talk of another hopeful to come big change. Jimberly, isn't that? The Master Sword! Alright, so we walk up. Envision it with me, everybody watching. We walk up. We pull the Master Sword. The gate of light opens around us, and we are transported into the sacred realm. We get this epic cutscene of Ganondorf saying, haha, gotcha! Fucking JoJo's Bizarre Adventure theme playing in the background. The tides have turned. It's a twist in the narrative. As I thought, you held the keys to the door of time. Called it, bitch. You have led me to the gates of the sacred realm. Yes, I owe it all to you, kid. right? Ham it up a bit more. We get a little bit more of a cutscene. We get to see a little bit of the change in Hyrule as it sweeps over the land and Ganondorf taking control of things. Like a little glimpse of what happened the past 7 years and how the world is starting to look a little bit grim. Wake up, Jimberly, the chosen one. Instead of immediately waking up to Raru's speech, maybe even to Raru's speech, we wake up in the sacred realm, and this, instead of the forest temple, will be your first temple as an adult. The light temple, baby. The sacred realm. Where else is better? We're already here with Raru. He's the sage of simply the sacred realm. There is no light temple, but we can forge this into uh, the place where the Triforce was, where Link has spent the last 7 years. Like, we don't need, him spending 7 years getting through the temple. But him coming to consciousness through Raru in the sacred realm, the light temple, inside the Temple of Light. It says it right there. This is the Chamber of Sages inside the Temple of Light. The Temple of Light, situated in the very center of the sacred realm, is the last stronghold against Ganondorf's evil forces. The Master Sword, the evil destroying sword that you pulled out of the pedestal of time, was the final key to the sacred realm. Jimberly, don't be alarmed. Look at yourself. Look, Jimberly, you're big now. You've grown up. The Master Sword is a sacred blade which evil ones may never touch. Only one worthy of the title of Hero of Time can pull it from the pedestal of time. However, you were too young to be the Hero of Time. Therefore, your spirit was sealed here for 7 years. And now that you are old enough, the time has come for you to awaken as the Hero of Time. Well, do you understand your destiny? Yeah, I do. But remember, though you opened the door of time in the name of peace, you've actually fucked the world around you beyond repair. Ganondorf, the Gerudo King of Thieves, used it to enter this forbidden sacred realm. We obtained the Triforce from the Temple of Light. He obtained the Triforce from the Temple of Light, and with its power, he became the King of Evil. His evil power radiated from the temples of Hyrule, and in 7 short years, it transformed Hyrule into a world of monsters. My power now has only limited influence, even in this sacred realm. Namely, this Chamber of Sages. But there is still hope. The power of the sages remains. When the power of all the sages is awakened, the sages' seals will contain all the evil power in the void of the realm. I, Raru, am one of the sages. And your power to fight together with the sages makes you the Hero of Time. The Hero of Time chosen by the Master Sword. Keep my spirit with you and find the power of the other sages and add their might to your own. You received the Light Medallion. Raru the Sage adds his power to yours. It does nothing. Find the other sages and save Hyrule. Hyrule. I'm being born again. Jimberly, we're back at the Temple of Time. 7 years really passed? It looks like you won't be able to use some of the weapons you found as a kid anymore. You didn't have to say that shit. Like, why can't I? Let me use my slingshot. I love my slingshot. It can be weak and almost ineffective against modern day monsters that are strengthened by Ganondorf's influence and power, but let me use it. And the boomerang. Fuck it. I've been waiting for you, hero of time. When evil rules all, an awakening voice from the sacred realm will call those destined to be sages who dwell in the 5 temples. One in the deep forest, one on a high mountain, one under a vast lake, one within the house of the dead, one inside a goddess of the sand. Together with the hero of time, the awakened ones will bind the evil and return the light of peace to the world. This is the legend of the temples passed down by my people. I am Sheik, survivor of the Sheikas. As I see you standing there holding the mythical Master Sword, you really do look like the legendary hero of time. If you believe the legend, you have no choice. You must look for the 5 temples. Hello, AFU 24/7. Nice to meet you. Welcome to the stream. Because of the evil power in the temple, she cannot hear the awakening call from the sacred realm. Unfortunately, equipped as you currently are, you cannot even enter the temple. You're just a little punk bitch. But if you believe what I'm saying, you should head to the Kakariko village. Do you understand, Jimberly? I do understand. To save the forest girl, you need another skill. Head to Kakariko village. I really like this shot. See if I can get it one more time. Well, I think I got it. Alright, and with that, I think we'll call the stream there. We made some really good progress. We're gonna start off as an adult, and I think we'll kick it off with Kakariko Village first thing next stream. Head to the Forest Temple, and we'll go from there. Thanks to everybody who stopped by and everybody who's watching this video on YouTube. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Love sharing my ideas and hope you feel confident and good enough to share yours. I'm really excited for the new game coming out, and I'm hoping it's gonna be great. If not as great as the original, even better. All right. Y'all take care.